Good morning, everybody, and a very warm welcome to you. Now, what if I told you that everything you're looking for, everything that you're chasing in life, everything you desire, you already have it? A long time back, a very wise person told me if you choose what you have, you will always have what you choose. And the same man told me a story also, which I'm going to share with you. There was this wise old man who used to live in a village. So one day, a young man approached him, very, very frustrated with his life. And he said, "Sir, I have nothing. I don't have enough money. My job is dull. My relationships are not working and they are not exciting. I feel stuck in my life." So the wise man smiled and he said, "Then what do you have? What do you have then?" The young man sighed and he said, I have a job, I have a family, I have a small house, but nothing exciting. So the wise man said, "Then choose it. Choose your job, choose your family, choose your home. When you stop treating them as things that you are stuck with and start treating them as things you choose, they will transform." So the young man obviously didn't understand at first, but he started looking at his life through this new lens, and everything changed in life for him. So what does it mean for us? See, we live in a world that constantly tells us to want more, a better job, a bigger house, more success. But this endless chase can leave us feeling like we are always lacking something. Na? So, are you actually choosing a better job and a better house, or are you programmed to do that? And when it doesn't happen, you and I feel frustrated. So, instead of that, what if we turned it around? Instead of always chasing the next thing, what if we started choosing what we already have? And let me tell you something, there is a science behind it. Psychologists call it cognitive reframing. Even in NLP, we have something called reframing. It is the ability to shift how we perceive situations. Now, there was a very, very fascinating study that was done on happiness. And do you know what they found? That people who consciously choose gratitude for what they have experience greater joy, less stress, and more success in their lives. Interesting, isn't it? Now let's take two people in the same job. I'm sure you would have come across people like this in your vast experience. Now there's one person who feels trapped, always complains, and constantly looks for something else to make him happy. One person chooses their job every day. They find meaning in their work, they build great relationships, and they enjoy success. And they enjoy the process of living itself. Who do you think is the happier person? Moronic question to ask, but the one who chooses what they have is the happier person, isn't it? A lot of people tell me, "Oh, but it would make us complacent." No. It might get you stuck from your survival living and give you more choices in life. Because the moment you start choosing what you have, your ability to choose anything that you want to choose because you want it, not because the world wants it. Right? So let's try a little experiment here. Think of one area in your life where you feel stuck. Actually do it now. choose one area in your life where you feel stuck. Now, it could be your work, it could be your health, it could be your relationships. Now, in your mind, say, I choose this. So, pick up some area in your life wherever you're feeling stuck, and in your mind, you say, I choose this. Now, notice how it feels. Say in your mind, I choose this. Yeah, now tell me, would you like to share how you feel the moment you say, I choose this? I choose the father that I have. I choose the wife that I have. I choose the situation that I have. I choose the son that I have. I choose the daughter that I have. I choose the wife I have, the house I have. Say it in your mind, I choose this. Now, who would like to share? The moment you did that, what did you start feeling now? Yes, Neeti ji.
Yes, sir. Sir, the pinch from the situation went away.
Beautiful. Anybody else?
There was acceptance.
Allowance is the word I would use.
Allowance, yeah.
Yeah, but how does it feel, Malvika?
Feel free.
Freedom?
Yes.
Okay. Anybody else? The moment you said, I choose this, what did it make you feel?
More openness.
Openness. But what feeling, meaning, sensation?
Since the pinch is not there, the situation doesn't seem daunting anymore, and there's openness and makes me look around for what else is possible.
Great. Fantastic. Thank you very much. Reddy Garu?
Sir, to be very frank, when I thought that it's all superficial.
Say again?
It's all superficial, whatever you are choosing.
The situation looks superficial.
Yes, sir.
But how does it make you feel? Happy, sad, excited, bored?
Sad. I'm not
It makes
happy.
you feel sad, is it?
Yes, sir.
Really? If you say, I choose this, it makes you feel sad?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, because I'm looking at the situation, not at the result.
Yeah, even if you look at the situation, see, today, you did not choose the situation, right? The situation was imposed upon you, right?
True.
They are doing it to me, that's what you're saying, correct? So the moment you say they are doing it to me, you are depending on them to change, isn't it? For your well-being. That means if they change, if the situation changes, then only I can feel happy. This is the situation right now, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So in your mind, now you know the concept of allowance, isn't it?
Yes.
So when you are not choosing it, you are not in allowance. And when you are not in allowance, what is present is resistance. Is it not? Opposite of allowance is being in a state of resistance, correct?
Yeah, but how long I can be in allowance?
That's interesting. If you were in allowance, that situation wouldn't be troubling you anymore anyhow.
It's troubling me. That's why I'm expressing it.
That's what I'm saying. The moment you say, I choose it, right? This is what I have and I'm choosing it. Then you're getting into allowance. See, many people have this problem in life, but they say, but but I want this to change. No, they are not changing. I'm trying everything. I'm trying allowance. I'm trying this. I'm trying that. They are remaining like this. Even all of us have experienced it. I've also experienced it. But you know what? Then I realized I'm actually never in allowance. I'm never in allowance, and my resistance is not allowing anything to change in my life.
Yeah, that's what exactly I'm saying.
So what are we saying? My resistance is not allowing anything to change in my life. Correct? The moment I realize that, I'm saying I choose not to resist it. I say I choose it. then I shall not be resisting it anymore. Okay, now if you want to work with me more individually, we'll be on a call today later.
Okay.
But start to notice, what is it doing to you? This, whatever resistance you are experiencing, because you are not able to choose, or because you're not able to allow, okay, this is the way it is, it's making you sick at some level. Mostly you get angry, frustrated, upset, sad, and then eventually it leads to sickness also, no?
Yeah.
So if you genuinely with your heart was to say, okay, I choose it, this is what's happening, I choose it. And I'm not just saying it, I have done it. I mean, there have been horrible situations in my life which I was saying, oh, why is it happening to me? It should not happen. Why me? Why life is doing like this to me? But the moment I said I choose it, there was such a lot of freedom I started to experience. And thank you very much for, sharing this with us, because many people would be experiencing something like that in their life. That's why this session. Yes, Tanmay.
Sir, I experienced a sense of relief, felt more in control. At the same time, I said to myself that I'm not accepting it forever. I'm choosing to stay and go through the experience for now. Till the time I'm able to make some change, I will not complain. I will choose to enjoy it, or just bear it happily.
Yeah, I would say that the moment you're in that state of allowance, it gives you more power to see. It does not mean you stop doing anything, first of all. If I choose it, I am experiencing freedom. I am more detached. So the moment you get involved in a situation, your power to deal with it diminishes. Right? That's why, when a doctor, surgeon is doing surgery, they would not advise them to do it in to their own son or wife. Right? Because they are not detached. So the moment you choose it, it's not having its hold on you. You will have more strength in, doing whatever you want to do. Otherwise, you'll never do it. You will get back into that same old loop. See, if you don't change the background where you're coming from, you're doing everything right, but you're not shifting something inside you. Situation is never going to change. Na? Yes, Abhinav.
Yeah, hi Sukdeepa, good morning. In my case, this is my state of being, which I was resisting. And the moment I said I am choosing this, I am kind of okay about my state of being. So there's a relief for me. There is a sense of ease for me.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. All right. So let's do some more work on this. Okay. So remember what I said? When we choose something, we take ownership. It gives us power. Otherwise, we will continue to remain like a victim in that situation. Victim means somebody who's oppressed. Others are doing to me. They are like this, they are like that. Okay? Now, how can we use this idea in everyday life? Good question. The first thing we can do is reframe our language, So normally we would say, I have to go to work. Don't say that. Say, I choose to go to work because it supports my life. Which one sounds better? I have to go to work, or I choose to go to work because it supports my life. Instead of saying, I have to exercise, you will have to say, I choose to take care of my body. Yeah? So reframe your language. Be careful about what you say. Then, something you and I are very familiar with, practice daily gratitude. So every morning, write down 3 things that you choose to have in your life and you're grateful for it. Number 3, embrace what you have fully. I have a beautiful house, I have a nice running business, I have children who are, who are great. So if you choose your partner, love them deeply. If you choose your home, make it your sanctuary. If you choose your job, you will give it your best. Remember, when you choose what you have, you will always have what you choose. Because true fulfillment doesn't come from getting more, but from embracing what you already have. And don't misunderstand me, it does not mean that you cannot aspire for growth and development. Yeah, may sound a little contradictory, but actually it's not. So when I'm fulfilled and satisfied and I bring that to whatever I'm doing, I'll do better. So just because I'm choosing what I have, like allowance, does it mean I'll stop growth? Does it mean I'll not set new goals? But it gives us the freedom. My personal experience is it makes you give up your fear. The biggest inhibitor of action is fear. If I tell them to do this, they will get upset. So I will not tell them to do it. Arey Baba, if you don't tell them to do it, they'll not know what to do and they won't do it. Another way of thinking is, I have been telling them for 4 years to do it like this, but they never do it. So what is the use of telling them anything? So I am not going to tell them anything. Finished. Again, fear that they will still continue to do what they are doing. And then you know what? The worst thing can happen is you'll say, I've tried everything in my life, I've done what I could do, and this is it, and I'm upset about it. Arey Baba, if you've done everything and you've got a lot, you're not even celebrating that. And because you're not celebrating what you have, you're giving up the desire to grow and prosper. You're giving up on your plans. So who is making you disappointed? So who's really making you disappointed? Who's making you sad? See, the moment we start choosing what we have now, we'll stop blaming anybody else for what. We will stop using this word because of them I'm not, because they are like this, so I am feeling like this, right? Ultimately, if I feel whole and complete, then I am more powerful to deal with whatever I have to deal with, isn't it? And is there any interest in making ourselves feel weak or helpless? I'm asking you, is anybody interested in making themselves feel weak and helpless? Yes, sir.
So nobody thinks like that, but we always get the thoughts, sir, saying that I'm helpless.
Yeah, but that is the problem, na, Reddy Garu. Our thoughts are then creating a certain reality, na. So if we
Yes.
catch that thought when it comes, no, that's what we
Yeah.
say in the EMC, catch that thought. Don't allow that thought to come. And like I said a little while ago, reframe what you say to yourself. Yeah?
Okay, sir.
Yeah, so what you're saying in the mind also becomes very, very important then. Like I said, I'll repeat it again for all of you. Instead of saying, I have to exercise, what will you say? I choose to take care of my body. Instead of saying, I have to run my business, you say, hey, I choose to work because it supports my life. and it supports the life of so many people. So the trick, friends, is to identify what is it that you're saying to yourself silently in your mind. And sometimes we are saying without even realizing that we are saying it. It is so much in the background. You know, like background music is playing when you go in the elevator, you don't notice it even. You know? It is there, the music is there, you're not noticing it. Same way, because we are so much living in the reactive state, you can call it by many names: automatic reaction state. But unconsciously, because we are like that all the time, we don't even notice what our mind is doing. No? And this mind is so powerful. I tell you, whatever it says happens. My mind is saying somewhere, these guys are hopeless people, they are not going to do anything. Then I will have hopeless people who are not doing anything. If I say these are good for nothing people, then they will be good for nothing people. Or if I train my mind to say, wow, there is something good in them, let me find out what's good in them and use that. And suddenly you find more and more good things about that person starts to appear in your life. You know, I have a very strong belief that there are people in our life who are in a particular way, right? And because they are a particular way, we are judging them. Now, is it because of that, or they are a particular way because we are judging them? Like, for example, you know, let's say somebody is not doing well in school, in studies, and the parents start believing this fellow is not good in studies. How will they treat him? And that person's academic performance will always show that he's not good in studies because we believe that he's not. It's called the Pygmalion effect. As you believe, so shall it be. Lot of research has been done on this. And maybe we'll do a session where I'll share with you many examples. Okay? One example is in a school, there were two sets of math students. One were very brilliant in maths and others were dull in maths. Okay? But the new teachers were assigned, and they did not tell them. You know, they told them that the dull students are brilliant ones, and the brilliant ones teachers were told these fellows are dull ones. You know what was the result which came out? The so-called dull students started producing brilliant results. So as you believe, so shall it be. Now, what are you going to believe? So when you are unable to choose something, check and see what are you believing about it. How much of this past stuff you're carrying in your mind about it, which you don't want to let go. You want to be right in what you think. That is why I say, our I know is the biggest enemy of our life. Okay, that's all I want to say for today. Yeah, choose what you have and you will always have what you choose. Yes.